Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome back to your daily update on Luna Classic. We're going to do a full update on Luna Classic. We'll talk about the current situation. We'll talk about what to expect. We'll talk about some potential buy areas in general, everything you should know. So let's get right into it. Now, Luna Classic, as expected, has pulled back further. If you watched my video yesterday, we saw some new momentum coming in. But back then, I also told you that, the momentum is not enough to buy. And if you really want to buy Luna Classic, wait for a reclaim of like back yesterday was actually quite still a possibility, like wait for a reclaim of 6 cents or something. But we had some new momentum coming in, but ultimately the funding rates, which were very negative on what was it, the 5th, on Friday, it was one of the key reasons and one of the key factors actually pushing the price of Luna Classic up. Those funding rates had normalized, and right now you can also see that they're still normalized. They're slightly in the negative, but not in any shape or form as negative as you should have to actually incentivize longing. And then you can also see, and this is quite this is not necessarily what you want to see, but you can actually see that the CVD is moving to the upside, right? So we actually have shorts closing out, or we have longs coming in, or probably a combination of both net. But then you can see at the same point of time that the price, if we take the same levels, the price is actually making lower lows. So what that means, and that was also the key reasons why I called the top right here on Saturday and Sunday, that means that spot is selling. Okay, so spot is selling. The funding rate is not necessarily getting more negative because of that. There's no real risk appetite. Volume is still decreasing. Open interest is still relatively low. So based on that, outside of the technicals, right? Because technically we also broke below this entire band of the 7, 30 and 90-day rolling VWAPs. Based on all of that, I would say it's most likely we're going to fall down lower, right? I mean, basically everything is pointing towards lower. So that is also genuinely what I do think is most likely right now. However, I think it's good to know that we have seen that the funding rates can get quite negative on Luna Classic. If that has happened in the past, that also means that it's more likely to happen in the future, especially when there's spot selling going on, of course, because then the spot price pushes lower. And we can actually get some negative funding rates, not because spot is selling, but it doesn't matter. So that's a possibility. And then outside of that, the general volume for Luna Classic, both on Friday and Saturday, was extremely high. But right now, it's actually also still relatively high. And whenever that's the case, you should never count a crypto like that out. Okay, so I think it's actually more interesting, especially at the current levels where we are already down from the highs right here. Already down approximately 36%. I think it's more interesting to actually start to look at some potential buy areas. Now, do I think buying right now is too early? Yes. However, we have strong support levels coming up, and there's two main support levels that I'm looking at. The first one is right here at 4.4 and 4.3. That's a significant volume level historically, and we have the 4-hour uptrend and a point of control of a high volume move there. So 4.4, 4.5 is the first one, and then after that it's 3.9, 3.8. Now, why am I naming two levels? That's because I first want to get some confirmation. Okay, we're going to drop down into that level. At that level, I want to see some new momentum coming in, and I want negative funding rates. Then I will tell you, I think we can rally from that. And you can keep an eye on that yourself as well. Then we can rally from that. If we don't see that at 4.4, 4.5 cents, if we don't get that confirmation, we're going to drop down lower and we'll see it from 3.9, 3.8. I do think we will see it at one of those two. Which one of the two it's going to be, though, depends on the confirmation, and we shall have to wait for that. So those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know about Luna Classic for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments, of course. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.